At Healthcare Partners Medical Group, our mission is to provide the highest quality of healthcare to each and every patient. With 5 locations in Pahrump, we are local doctors you know and trust. We want to thank you for choosing us. Quality care starts here.
Pahrump Nugget is giving away a laptop every day in the month of July at 8 p.m. Earn 3 times the entries on Sundays. Ask about our bingo specials, lower buy-ins, higher payouts, and free gifts. Where the fun never stops, the Pahrump Nugget Hotel and Casino.
News 46 is brought to you by Healthcare Partners. News is brought to you in part by One Nevada Credit Union, where right now you could refinance your auto loan with rates as low as 2.98% and no payments for 90 days for qualified members. Call us today for details. News 46 is also brought to you by Affiliated Chiropractic and Affiliated Physical Therapy. Come in for your free consultation. Call 775-727-8900. Our goal is to create the individual treatment plan that will restore your health and end pain. News is also brought to you by Hope Counseling Services, where we specialize in behavioral health, inspiring hope for a brighter tomorrow. Call 775-727-0101 for more information.
Tonight on News 46, murder suspect James Holmes claims amnesia.
The town considers a new indoor pool at a fitness center.
And a ribbon cutting for team sports. News 46 starts now.
You're watching KPVM News 46 with Zach Fuentes and Monique Murphy. Local coverage from Deanna O'Donnell. News 46. Local coverage you can count on.
And good evening. It's Thursday, July 26, 2012. I'm Zach Fuentes.
And I'm Deanna O'Donnell for News 46. The alleged shooter in the Aurora, Colorado theater massacre is apparently showing signs of amnesia. Accused mass murderer James Holmes is telling jailhouse workers that he does not know why he is in jail. The workers are reporting that he is faking the symptoms. The 24-year-old Holmes is charged with shooting a dozen people to death and wounding 58 more at a screening of the new Batman movie. He is also apparently complaining of a stomachache caused by lousy jail food after a 6th day at the Arapahoe County Detention Center. The suspect remains under 23-hour lockdown, leaving his cell just once a day. Authorities fear that the other inmates could target Holmes and have him wear a bulletproof vest during his daily walk.
Published reports indicated that Holmes mailed a notebook filled with gruesome sketches and details of his plans for the attack in the crowded theater. The notebook was in a package sent to a university psychiatrist who was also a professor at the University of Colorado, where Holmes was a PhD candidate until dropping out of school just prior to the killings. The FBI snapped up the evidence after school officials notified them that the package was at the university. In a statement, the university denied a report that the package sat in its mailroom for a week before the shooting spree. The package was delivered by the U.S. Postal Service on the Monday after the shootings and forced the evacuation of a campus building for 2.5 hours. While Holmes' motive remains a mystery, there has been increasing speculation that his apparent academic troubles may have played at least some role.
3 of the 5 hospitals that treated the victims from the mass shooting will waive or limit medical costs. Children's Hospital of Colorado will use donations and a charity fund to cover the expenses of the uninsured victims and waive co-pays for the insured. Medical Center of Aurora and Swedish Medical Center have also said they'll limit or eliminate costs to victims. Overall, about $2 million has been donated to the recovery efforts of the victims, with a big chunk of that coming from Warner Brothers, who made the Batman film.
And one of the victims in the shooting is a Nevada resident. The body of a former Reno resident who died in the mass shooting in Colorado was being flown home to be buried. His family of the Navy veteran Jonathan Blunk says his body is arriving Friday at the Reno Tahoe International Airport. His funeral service is scheduled August 3rd at the Mountain View Mortuary. Blunk was among the 12 people killed in the movie theater massacre in Aurora. He graduated from Reno's Hug High School in 2004.
And as we head into our first break, here's Mr. Moviefone with what's happening this weekend at the movies.
I'm Mr.Moviefone. What do you want to do this weekend? Fight aliens? Have an imaginary lover? Or get up and dance? Stay tuned for my weekend movie preview next. Action! Happy weekend, everybody! I'm Mr. Moviefone with your weekend movie preview. This week at the movies, a writer creates his perfect woman. There's a dance group with a mob mentality. But first, bored suburban dads become alien hunters in the comedy The Watch.
Any one of these people could be an alien. Check her out. It's like she's studying some new discovery. Should I put it in my flavor snout?
After a strange murder at the local Costco, Ben Stiller, Vince Vaughn, and Jonah Hill start a neighborhood watch and end up battling space invaders. The real deal? Look, all of these guys have made some marginal movies, and this is another one. If you like the cast, wait for the DVD. I'm out. All right, up next, get ready to shake your booty and a whole bunch of other stuff with Step Up Revolution.
Whoever you guys are, we love you.
This latest installment of the dance movie franchise is set in Miami, where dancers take flash mobs to a whole new level. The real deal? Less movie and more a herky-jerky 3D dance party. I like the moves, but it's time for this Step Up franchise. Step down. I'm out. If romance is what you're looking for, is it real or is it Ruby Sparks?
I'm glad you found something that inspires you.
Inspires me. It's like I'm falling in love with her.
That's wonderful.
I can't fall in love with a girl I write.
Why not?
Because she's not real.
I missed you in bed last night. Did you get some good writing done?
Paul Dano stars in this romantic fantasy about a young writer who is blocked, but has a breakthrough when his newest character, Ruby Sparks, inspires him and comes to life. The real deal? Ruby Sparks is a nice little romantic gem that shines in the sea of summer blockbusters. I'm in! All right, remember, for your showtimes, your tickets, my 6-second reviews, so much more, go to moviefone.com or call 1-800-777-FILM. And if you want to drop me a note, it's facebook.com/Mr.Moviefone or tweet me right at 6-second reviews. So have a great weekend, everybody, and I'll see you at the movies.
That's a wrap!
This portion of the news is brought to you by Children's Dentistry of Pahrump, specializing in sedation dentistry, now accepting adult patients. Call now for free IV sedation with dental implant, 751-2184.
On the town board agenda was an item for discussion and possible decision regarding an indoor swimming pool in a public and private partnership with Custom Health and Fitness.
We discussed with Mr. Kohlberg, he came to our Park and Rec Advisory Board, discussed with us the feasibility of a indoor swimming pool. Right now it's in the stages. What we're requesting is funds to have it looked at to see the feasibility of turning this building into an indoor swimming pool. What an asset that would be for swimming pool, low impact aerobics, therapy. High school team could start a swim team if we wanted to. Also discussed was of course, the total price of $13,000, and also the developer, Chris Tellis, which I think is right next to me. The developer is willing to reimburse the cost of 50% of $6,500. The developer is willing to reimburse those costs 50%. To see the feasibility of this swimming pool.
I think it's a fantastic idea, year-round swimming here in Pahrump, and the demand has been so high, again, from the elderly and from the students, and that's the populations that we're so interested in.
Indoor pool would be a benefit to this community. But what I don't understand is you have a privately owned building. You're asking the town to share in the cost of seeing if it's a viable thing to put a pool inside. And I don't understand why we would be doing that. Let's say, for the sake of discussion, who's paying for this pool? Let's say it doesn't turn out to work out too well financially, and it closes down, then we invested money in something that went down the toilet, basically. I don't understand why we would be doing this on private property.
If this board, the town board, deems the property in question unsuitable for further investigation of the construction of a town swimming pool, I, as a personal friend of Miss Debbie Brooks, would like to remind the board that Miss Brooks has a 25,000 square foot building available for such a venue. The property I refer to is the former skate zone, and later the swap meet building situated just west of the corner of Calvada and Pahrump Valley Boulevard.
Madam Chair, if I may,
Absolutely.
I would like to ask the engineer if they have any idea of, I mean, because we've been kicking around the idea of a 50-meter pool. Do you have off the top of your head, any idea of what size of building or dimensions that would take to enclose a 50-meter?
No, not at this time. No, especially not knowing what the demand will be for the additional features such as bleachers, equipment room, and so forth.
It has been moved by Dr. Waters and seconded by Mr. Darby to approve a scope of work for G.C. Wallace to provide engineering services for an indoor swimming pool in an amount not to exceed $13,000 payable from the Parks and Recreation Room Tax Fund, and to share the cost 50-50 with the developer. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Those opposed?
Aye.
Motion fails.
And a ribbon cutting was held this morning at Team Sports, owned by Threads owner Nick Moore.
We had a really good turnout. We had barbecue and just it's not our grand opening, but it's just kind of us joining the chamber and getting ourselves started out here. We're real excited about it. We've, the business has actually been established for roughly 11 and a half years. We just pulled it out of Ace. It's kind of with Threads. What we did was Threads. We moved Threads over, and I took that over and bought that by myself. But it originally started with Ace, and then when we closed down Ace, we moved that down here and started this process, and we're to the point where we're ready to open the door.
What do we specialize in here?
All sorts of stuff. I mean, shoes, cleats are a big thing, multi-sport, soccer, baseball, football, wrestling, volleyball, all the sport cleats. We have some running, silhouettes, even track spikes. I've been coaching the sprint team for a long time here in the Valley, and we've got the sprint spikes and all sorts of for mid-distance runners. And then we have workout wear. We do custom. We've been custom screen printing for 11 years now, and we do all different forms of T-shirts and whatever your business needs or organization or sporting. Come check us out. But we do embroidery. We do hats, uniforms. Now we're the authorized dealer for 511 Tactical, which is your shooting sports. Oh, wow. You see inside the store, we've got a full array of all different uniforms for that. The police department, the fire department, even Front Sight and the CCA, those guys, they all, and your local shooter. So that 511 Tactical, I think, is a niche here in the Valley that wasn't represented, and now a local business has it. So
quite an array. I mean, you're right off the boulevard here, right next to, right across from Saddle West, actually.
Yeah, we are. We're Carlton Street and 160. It's 1230 South Loop Road. We're Sweetie, right off the highway. Easy to see, and hopefully just come in, check us out, see what we have to offer.
You do special orders?
Absolutely. A lot of our business is special order business. We do a lot with the schools and different youth organizations and older organizations. And their needs are always changing, and year to year, season to season, and we've got to be able to adapt and do that. So a lot of our stuff that we do is a lot of special order goods.
The kids that are joining different sports throughout the year, their parents should come in here and shop and buy whatever they need. I know that a lot of coaches will be sending them to this location, but they can come in and kind of look around.
Absolutely. We're open 6 days a week, Monday through Saturday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. We encourage everybody to come in, check us out, and see all the different variety of we could do. We can do a whole lot, actually. We've got a lot of experience in it. And we do packages. Soccer package right now, you get a Team Sports bag, like a bag to carry your shoes, in a pair of Adidas cleats and Adidas package. Adidas shin guards, cleats, and a Team Sports bag to carry it all in for $39.99. Wow, and we've got spirit packs for, the school with different, custom T-shirts, shorts, and your high school sports bag too. So whenever we do the school stuff, every 10% of the proceeds actually go back to the high school athletic program. So
well, it's pretty neat to have that in town then.
Yes, it's going to be used a lot. We have a lot of sports here in town.
Very important for us. Well, we'll have more after the break, so please stay with us.